Alright, it's Jack Murray here and another episode of building the almost free motorhome. I'm moving on to the actual trailer part, and we're going to start with the trailer axles. And you know, as I said in the intro, in step one, a good choice for a trailer axle, cheap, is the rear axle in a front wheel drive car. That's not what we're going to be using in this one, because I had a cement mixer, and I got these four lug wheels. These are DOT legal trailer wheels, and I don't know why I bought them, but those. And then I had my cement mixer right here, which I've already started tearing apart, and it's got the four lug hubs. So I'm going to use these hubs and those wheels. And the other thing is the suspension. You know, I was thinking the simple way to do it is just not have any suspension at all and just kind of bolt these right onto the frame. But now I'm thinking to try and build some minimal torsion bar suspension, and I forgot, like and subscribe. See, now I say love, laugh, and learn, but everyone else says subscribe, like, share, and subscribe. So you know, we're gonna have to go with that too. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you anything. Liking it doesn't cost you anything either. But Patreon, if you join the Patreon, that'll cost you something. I think it's $1 a month as a minimum, and you need to be a Patreon member in order to get the almost free motorhome, because I'm giving it away. So yeah, go ahead and do that. I'll wait. I'll wait for you to click on the subscribe button. Okay, all done. Thank you. The Patreon, that's up to you. Even if you don't want the motorhome, if you just join the Patreon, you can get it and give it to someone who you know that needs it, because I don't need it. So yeah, okay, let's move on. Yeah, so there'll be some rubber in there. It'll give it a little vibration dampening. And I'm just about done making these axles. So basically, this was the original piece right here. This is off of a utility cart, and this was the front suspension in it. So this pivoted, but earlier when I made the cement mixer, I just welded it up so it doesn't turn. But so now I'm turning him into essentially a torsion bar axle, and so the studs were too long, so I basically cut them and shortened them up, because these wheels were on it, big monsters. So now I have these skinny tires, so I just shorten those up and weld them on. But the interesting thing is, so now I put a pivot further out from the center line, so when you attach this to the axle, it can pivot and move up and down. And basically I'm doing a rubber torsion bar. So this fits inside here. So I got it backwards. This fits in here. This mounts to the frame, which in our case is going to be some 2x6s wood, and it's just going to bolt it on, and then this can move inside this tube, and it's a pretty tight fit. You can see there's not a lot of play in there. but it'll give something. So, you know, I was thinking, what can I put in here as the rubber? And it's such a tight fit that, you know, I was thinking silicone, and then there's pourable silicone, and of course I don't want to spend any money, right? We want to do this like super cheap or not, or free even. So being the tight fit, I came up with the idea of using hot melt glue, because, you know, it'll get hot and it'll turn into more of a liquid, and then I could just pour down in there, and it's just gonna I can heat up the actual metal. And I was concerned about it before, right? If I put silicone in there or something, you do any kind of welding on it, it's gonna melt. But then I thought, you know, maybe that's exactly what we want. We want to melt it. So all right, so I got it in the vise, and I'm just using, you got to do something to keep it from running out. It'll just drip right out, so I use some aluminum tape, which I use for lots of things. It's mostly fiberglass work because it doesn't stick to it. But this will also help dissipate some of the heat instead of just melting like duct tape or something. So hopefully it'll be okay. And I got this black. I got these black glue sticks, which was for another project. So I got tons of them. I bought like every one they had on Amazon because they're really hard to find, especially when they're cheap. In fact, I don't even think I got them from Amazon. I might have got them from someone else, but it doesn't matter. So I'm just going to heat this up, and I'm just going to put this on here and see if I can do it with one hand. I should probably go get the tripod, right? That's too much work. I don't know how long it'll take. It's a lot of metal to heat up. See. Now, if this stuff gets too hot, it will catch on fire, pretty sure. Yeah, I don't know at what point it catches on fire. We don't want that. Shove it down in there. There we go. And you see, it's just, I put the glue stick on, and it's just melting right into there. Alright, we need to go back to two-handed operation here. Looks like it needs some more heat. Alright, there's our axle, all ready to go with the hot glued double shaft setup. So here I got the side.